from Wildheart Animal Sanctuary, and you are what's your role around here?
I'm the animal manager over the sanctuary, yeah.
A few questions. It's been a great day. Obviously, this is amazing for everyone. So what's the day-to-day operations like having bears here? How do you care for them?
So at the moment, because they've only just arrived, it's just a matter of getting to know them and then getting to know us, and really letting them decide what they want to do, where they want to go and when they want to go there. So we're feeding them regularly throughout the day. Bears will forage quite regularly throughout the day. So we're offering them a lot of the feeds that they already know, just to help them settle in, and then we'll start slowly introducing other things. But yeah, it's early days, so we haven't really established our proper bear section routine, if you like. But it will take time, and the bears will decide, you know, what sort of routine they want to get into.
So what's different about, we've got so many other animals here, what's different about caring for bears?
Well, they are different. They are super intelligent, and we've got lots of intelligent animals here, but bears, obviously, they're a large apex carnivore, and so we treat them with respect, but actually they're quite a steady animal. They're quite careful, they're quite considered. They want to know what everything is in their habitat, so they can be a bit destructive. So that's going to be interesting, like how our habitat fares. But they'll have fun doing it. And but yeah, no, as I say, at the moment we're just sort of being patient, getting to know them. Giving them enrichment when we feel like they need enriching, giving them regular feeds, that establishes a really positive relationship.
So what kind of enrichment are they being given at the moment?
So, because they're in quarantine at the moment, we have to carefully consider what enrichment we give them, because quarantine means that anything that goes into that space has to stay in that space. So it either has to be something that they will consume, or something that can stay there, or something that doesn't create too much mess, so that when we clean it up we can easily just bag it and keep it in that area. But quarantine enrichment for bears is quite varied. Very often it's just food based, different ways of presenting the food, hiding it in things, scattering it around the enclosure, and of course because they're still only just getting used to the habitat, that is enriching for them. But when they're in the smaller area, we'll give them things like boomer balls, we call them, like a big plastic hard ball which they can knock around. We've given them some tyres which they really like sitting in. We give them Hessian sacks stuffed with bedding and then little treats in there. We've also given them some fleece from like an alpaca. So that's got natural smells that will really get their minds working about where's this come from, and you know what's in it for me. Is there any meat in here, or might there be more meat around here somewhere? You know, that's an interesting thing that they'll go through in the wild when they find traces of prey animals.
So you mentioned food earlier. What food are they eating at the moment?
So at the moment we're giving them apples, a few other fruits and vegetables, and like a biscuit meal as well. So we know out in Azerbaijan they were being fed predominantly apples, carrots and dog biscuit. It's not bad for them, but it's not a particularly varied diet, and we will be slowly adding in other things. But it was important when we brought them here that we try and keep it fairly similar. It will help them settle, it's something they're familiar with, and also it might actually upset their digestive system if they get too many new things at once, because they won't have all the right gut bacteria and enzymes to sort of break that down.
Great, thank you very much.
You're welcome.